Yo, good afternoon, Pete Buck stream enjoy yours. Good morning to my Aussie friends and European friends. Welcome to this Tuesday stream where we have Bitcoin pumping 1.5% and blasting through resistance. This resistance that we talked yesterday, 63.5k and the 200 moving average are being invalidated today to the upside. So excellent news on today's price action. You can see here this level is very real from 2021. 63.5k was the daily close, the highest daily close of the first peak of the 2021 cycle. And the second one is the all-time high from that first peak at 64.8k. So we're currently just in between these two resistances, and your next logical target, if we're able to break out, will be 67.5 and 69k. This last area from the second peak of 2021. And from then on, it's pretty much clear skies ahead. Your last formal resistance will be 72k. That was manufactured this cycle around, so I wouldn't expect to be that much hard to break out once you have broken out of these two previous levels. So rejoice for the bulls. Rejoice for market participants. What's going on today on BTC? Going for a daily candle close. And your highest daily candle close on BTC since August 1st will be confirmed in an hour and 12 minutes. So very positive price action to the upside. You're on the 64 level on the RSI, so you're in the bullish control zone on this oscillator. You haven't been on the bullish control zone since July, so that's really positive for BTC trending upwards. You're printing positive momentum. It's not like you're printing strong positive momentum still, but still positive Momo on the MACD, so that's decent. And on the 3-day here, you're printing the highest positive momentum since March 22nd, and you will be confirming this accumulation setup, this 3 rising valleys pattern that I cannot get tired enough of talking about it. This will be your breakout line that you're breaking right now, right there. Just gonna do it properly. Right there. You're breaking out of that accumulation setup right now on the 3-day. So that would imply that positive momentum should be coming for a long-term horizon for BTC on the 3-day. So just fantastic news for BTC today and the last couple of weeks. Just very, very good. So that's your BTC. You need to break 64.8k, the all-time high from the first peak of 2021 from April, and then this diagonal resistance should be tested. And then 67.5, 69k, and ultimately 72k before going into price discovery and expansion. Because I want to touch upon some things I haven't talked about in a minute. So this is the weekly time frame. You're still somewhat compressed on the Bollinger Bands. You failed to break down twice or maybe 3 times to the downside. So I'm guessing what should come next is a test to the upper side of the bands. And maybe if we get that breakout, you'll go into an expansion of volatility, just what happened on last October of 2023. So that looks pretty similar. You're losing that negative momentum that you've been printing since April on the weekly. And on the end of this month, on September, you'll be closing on the quarterly candle right now, which is green at this point. So that's pretty decent too. 66 level on the RSI for the 3-month candle, bullish control zone on a really high time frame for BTC. And that makes me remind you guys of the 6-month candle, also green right now. We talked about it when it was red, when it's been down here, when it was on the lower 50Ks, lower 60Ks, and now it flashed green again. This will be closing on 3 more months on December, the last day of December close. And we talked about the setup, really similar to a situation that happened in 2016 in crypto. You had a bear market, bullish engulfing candle, 3 white shoulders pattern here, and then expansion. You had a bear market, engulfing candle, 3 white shoulders into the highest 6-month close, and then the expansion. This was also the highest 6-month close on July 2016. This was July. This closed on July but opened on January 2024. So maybe the expansion will come on these 2 subsequent 6-month candles. So just wanted to remind you guys of that setup, still valid, and that could print really good returns for the whole crypto industry going forward. So that's your BTC. Let's check out Sol, because Sol is ripping right now. On the highs of the day, 5% gain today. Going for the highest daily candle close since August 26. Building strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. Back above the 61 level on the RSI. So entering the bullish control zone on the daily time frame. Solana just having a lot of strength today after yesterday where Ethereum stole the show and pumped like 4%, ended up closing a little bit less than 3%. Solana just out of the gate today with a 5.1% gain today. Still below the 200 moving average, but what's really nice is that you're above $144, this level from 2022. This complacency shoulder from April. You are back above it with a bullish retest to it. So pretty interesting what Solana's doing today. Just decent. Let's go to Sol BTC. Sol BTC is up 3.4% today, going for the highest daily candle close since September 8th. You're still below this critical inflection zone of 23.8K. Sad valuation, this inflection zone from 2022 that also has been regarded like the Jesus this time around. So you need to get back above it, 23.8K, and then reclaim the 200 moving average, and you could be on a great scenario for going higher on Solana. Sol BTC also printing strong positive momentum here on the MACD histogram, 53-point level on the RSI, so you're not in the bullish control zone as for now on Sol BTC. So check out Sol ETH. Sol ETH is up 4.5% today. So after that candle of doom yesterday that seemed like you might want it to go lower, today mean reverted with a bullish engulfing candle, going for the highest daily candle close since September 21st on Sol BTC. So if you are able to reclaim this area, this 5,800 to 5,700 level from 2021, you might be in great shape for continuing the upside. We checked this chart yesterday. I talked about it on the 3-day. I want to see a close above here on the 3-day before getting too excited, because you have had too many deviations to the upside here. So I thought that maybe a bigger pullback might come, but you can put in a higher low regarding these two previous lows, and Sol ETH could be still fine, It could revert here or here, and it's gonna be fine. It could actually do it here and do something like that, and that would mean that Sol ETH is really, really strong on this point of time. But we'll take it level by level. As long as we don't hold 100 a support, or we don't just blast through it. I'm not gonna get that excited, but it's been choppy waters here on Sol ETH for the past 2 months, basically since July 28th, that you've been ranging between these two support and resistance area that might be coming into resolution soon. Let's check out what Ethereum's doing. Ethereum's up 0.6%, being outperformed by BTC and Solana today, going for the highest daily candle close since August 26th, printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. Actually, your highest Momo on Ethereum since July 21st. 61 point level on the RSI, so you're in the bullish control zone. This is where the buyers control this asset on the RSI oscillator. Your next logical resistance area will be 3K, then the 200 moving average, which is curling down a little bit here. And if you're able to blast through 3K, your next logical technical target will be 3,500 to 3,582 bucks. This complacency shoulder top from April 2022. So interesting developments going on across the crypto market in the past couple of weeks. ETH BTC is down 1.1%. Just a nothing burger candle after this massive bullish engulfing from yesterday. This looks really good on the 3-day. Just remember this bullish divergence that we have here on the RSI. You have somewhat of an equal low on the RSI, while you have a pretty clear lower low on price. From this low to this low, you have a lower low. And on the oscillator here, you pretty much have equal lows. So this is a bullish divergence that's still valid on ETH BTC on the 3-day. So let's see if it performs. But just being realistic here, what you need to see on ETH BTC, it's a breaker structure. You need to see a higher low. I've been talking about this for a long time now. I was waiting for down here for 3,700 to 3,600. This level from 2019 and 2020 to be maybe regarded as support for the first time after it was tested as resistance so many times in the past. I thought that maybe market participants would push ETH BTC down here and create a bottoming structure down here. But what I ultimately want to see, just give me a higher low. It could be whenever. It could be even an equal low. It could be above here. Who knows? When crypto starts going, usually doesn't stop. So maybe this just does something like this, starts like curling up with no significant pullbacks. But what I do want to see on ETH BTC in order to be confident for it is a higher low. So one higher low, chat. Does the chat know when the higher low is coming for ETH BTC? But for today, you're just down 1.2%. Bullish engulfing candle from yesterday is still valid, although it didn't catch any fall through today. You're just going sideways. So yeah, Ethereum underperforming today while you have some stuff that's flying. BTC on the highs of the day right now, pumping almost 2% for the daily close. So pretty sick. Bitcoin dominance is up 0.1%, so barely moving after yesterday's bearish engulfing candle. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see fully retraced yesterday's bearish engulfing candle. So this might still be on great shape for a drop here after the 3-day close that we had yesterday. When you have this massive bearish divergence here in the MACD histogram, you have a really discernible lower high here on the histogram on the positive momentum, and a discernible higher high here on price. More often than not, I would wait for a triple divergence before calling for a rollover, because when you're on such a long-term uptrend like the one that Bitcoin dominance has been on, then you usually go for another impulse, and that's when you ultimately create another divergence, and when you nuke. But on how it's looking right now, this divergence just pretty awful, man. Like they pushed the asset price higher. No, it's not like it's way higher, but it's a really discernible higher high. On the MACD histogram here, it's just a barely, they barely printed positive Momo before flashing red momentum again. So yeah, I think that could be still a play, and that's what the daily might be doing. Just a nothing burger candle after a large impulse down yesterday. It was almost a 1% candle down. So just a small retrace to that downtrend, to that impulse down from yesterday. So not too concerned. I want to see price below 57.2%. I cannot stress that enough. This inflection zone from 2019 and 2020, you need to see this whole kind of price action turn into a deviation above it before maybe rolling over or doing what BTC dominance does. But regarding fundamental analysis, usually Bitcoin dominance tops after Bitcoin is well above price discovery. That hasn't happened yet. So I would assume if Bitcoin dominance is gonna do what the markets has done on the previous cycles, I would expect a final pop or a final push higher when BTC is well above price discovery. So who knows? Just by the charts, you have a disgusting bearish divergence here on the MACD histogram and on the RSI on the 3-day time frame, which is a pretty reliable time frame in my opinion. It's a solid time frame. So let's see if it plays out. Maybe maybe the dominance is so strong that not even buyers exhaustion is gonna push dominance down. Okay, and if you lose 57.2%, your next technical area to be looking for will be at around 55%, close to the 200 moving average, which hasn't been tapped, by the way, since January of this year. So you have had almost an entire year without touching the daily 200 moving average, which that's a sign of strength, but that usually doesn't last that long. So I'm guessing anytime on Q4 we might see a tap to the daily 200 moving average on Bitcoin dominance. USDT dominance, is we're talking about dominance. Let's get going with this. Going for the lowest daily candle close since August 25th. My God, what about the performance of this this test to the upper side of this ascending channel with bearish divergence? This was my signal of going risk on. Honestly, it wasn't that much on BTC. I saw this reaction at range highs plus a bearish divergence, and I said, okay, this is probably it. You're coming close to somewhat of a potential support here of 5.23%, 5.2%, this strong inflection zone from 2022 and 2021. Hopefully they don't regard it as support and they continue the trend downwards into the bottom of the range and then the 200 moving average and then ultimately 4.8%. And if they break down 3.8%, the lowest price of the year might be in store. And on the 3-day, there's something similar to BTC going on. You back tested, you had a bearish retest to the 200 moving average here on September 6th. But the real thing going on here, it's on the MACD histogram where you have a 3 falling peaks, classic distribution pattern confirmed, printing the highest negative momentum on MACD histogram since March 16. So this is a distribution of positive momentum, which could lead into negative momentum here. So that's what I'm hoping for and waiting for on USDT dominance, that finally this huge amount of positive momentum here that lasted for 6 months has been distributive and ultimately will lead into lower prices on USDT dominance. So cool price action for today. Just catching follow through out of yesterday's bearish engulfing candle. Nice to see. If we turn on the Bollinger Bands, Just you have expansion to the downside on the Bollinger Bands, still trading inside of the bands, so they're just riding down the bands. I wish we could get like a proper daily candle close outside of them, which could imply more strength to the downtrend, but I'll take what we're getting here on USDT dominance, printing strong negative momentum once again, and on the 36-point level on the RSIs here in the bearish control zone here. Something that hasn't happened on USDT dominance since July, which briefly happened for just a couple weeks before mean reverting to the upside. So let's see for how long sellers control this asset here, because looks poised for downside on the 3-day time frame. Okay. We didn't talk about Bitcoin against the SPX, so we'll pull up that. You have a bullish engulfing candle. Your highest daily candle close is in store since August 25th. Will be confirmed in 53 more minutes. Printing positive momentum in the MACD histogram, and you're in the 61 level in the RSI. Bullish control zone. Also something that hasn't happened on BTC against the SPX since July, since the Trump assassination attempt, basically, since you have this massive impulse. So it's nice to see bulls or buyers getting control of this asset again on the daily time frame. So maybe some outperformance from Bitcoin to the SPX might be coming soon. You just need to get above this overhead resistance, and you might be targeting 15 to 16 area here. This all-time high inflection zone from 2021. Look how long this asset has downtrended, man. And 3 attempts, 3 equal lows down here to break to the downside. They failed. Maybe this is time for it to go to the upside. Okay, let's check out some altcoins. If any of you guys on the chat want me to look at any coins, now it's your moment to speak, because I'll be pulling up some charts. First one to take my attention here is Say. It's up 17%. Massive impulse today, going for the highest daily candle close on Say since June 13. Going to the 72-point level on the RSI, so you are overbought and printing strong positive momentum, the highest momentum on the MACD histogram since July 20 for Say. Just good performance, breaking out of the Bollinger Bands. You saw this breakout, then a small retrace, then a bullish engulfing candle today with a 17% gainer. But what I do want to talk about Say is this is an active position of mine, and I want to take you into reasoning on why I took this trade. And it was on the 3-day time frame, this Bollinger Band compression here on Say against BTC looked really well, and now you're finally breaking out of the compression and volatility, and hopefully leading into a rally on Say against BTC. And I also had this bullish divergence here from this low to this low, and the continuation of positive momentum on the MACD histogram. And on the RSI, on the 3-day, man, you're on the 61-point level, so you're on the bullish control zone again, something that has not happened on Say since March. So yeah, it might be following Sui, who knows, or lagging Sui, excuse me, because you know that Sui has been pumping and whatnot, and Say somewhat similar to Sui. You know, it's a brand new coin, it's Layer 1, its name starts with an S, whatever. But this was the whole idea for me going along and Say, this compression and volatility. You do have a lot of resistance above, but I want to see how this compression and volatility plays out on Say BTC. What else has been performing good today? ICP, internet computer. I never thought I would be interested on this protocol, but they're using it for some Bitcoin things and shenanigans. I'm not going to get into technicals, but it's finally playing out, catching follow through to yesterday's bullish engulfing candle, going for the highest daily candle close since July 27, printing strong positive momentum again on the MACD histogram, 65-point level on the RSI, so it's on the bullish control zone. And also this was a setup that it looked on BTC on the 3-day time frame. Turn on the Bollinger Bands. You see this compression. It has not broken out of the compression yet. Say it's far ahead than ICP right now, but this compression here plus the bullish divergence with the consecutive positive momentum was the signal for me going long on ICP against BTC. And it's on the 53-point level on the RSI, so it's neutral still. Say it's looking much stronger than ICP right now. But yeah, with BTC, it's having a banger day. It's up 13% against WIF is up 13% against BTC today, breaking out of the Bollinger Bands, something that we have not seen since August 5th. Of course, on that time it was to the downside. Now you're pushing for the highest daily candle close on WIF since July 31st. So the classic meme, so it's no longer a new meme, the classic Solana meme, just with a lot of relative strength today, printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram, 63-point level on the RSI, so you're back above the bullish control zone, something that we also have not seen since July, since that Trump assassination attempt. So spectacular things going on this pairs against BTC. Because if you're bullish on BTC, you might want to look for outperformers. And the 3-day time frame here, Bollinger Bands are getting tighter and tighter still. They're really tight, so that might play out also as a bullish expansion of volatility to the upside. I almost forgot, but I did not. I want to talk about others against BTC. Let's take a look at the daily, going for the highest daily candle close since July 24th, chat. July 24th, highest daily candle close on others against BTC. RSI, 61-point level. So on the bullish control zone, printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram, your highest positive Momo since September 12th. But the whole thing going on here on others against BTC, and I'll keep talking about this, it's on the 3-day. It's on the daily, you can see here, it's pretty discernible. But on the 3-day, man, look at this. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You had a crazy bullish divergence going into this bottoming sector here, this inflection zone from history. Look at how it's been regarded like the Jesus. 2018 regarded as support, resistance in 2019, resistance in 2020, support on 2023, and support now again after a massive bullish bad with a type 2 return. Just a great spot to manage your risk here. If you, I'm gonna do this, chat. I have to do it. So just set your stop loss right under the lows here, and you can target right away the height of this structure, the top of this massive bullish harmonic, this bad harmonic, as your first target. Your second target could be up here, and then if you want to get funky with it, you could also target this complacency shoulder. So you're looking for minimum 4.2 risk to reward to 5 risk to reward to an 8.2%, an 8.2 RR trade here, going long on others outperforming BTC. So I'm not saying this is gonna happen. Hopefully something like this happens. That would be great, but this looks poised for upside, gents. And look at the Bollinger Band compression here. Look at how compressed the Bollinger Bands are And they're beginning slowly, but they're beginning to expand on a 3-day time frame. So this could give us weeks and weeks of altcoin outperforming BTC. All right. This is my favorite setup right now. Take a screenshot of it, paste it on your fridge, I don't know, put it as a wallpaper, share it with your friends. Tell them that Pete Buck's called here this crazy setup. I talked about it here on August. I said that it could come back down for another retest. Now we're here. Of course, this can do some other shenanigans. It could go like, it could do something like this again. But if you're patient enough, I think this is going to the upside. I mean, that's the best probability trade here is not for taking your altcoins and converting them into BTC. It's the other way around. If you've been riding and surviving on altcoins till now, since the top of December of last year, this has been the downtrending for the entirety of 2024. Complacency shoulder on March. Look at this awful downtrend and catching a reaction on a critical inflection zone after an 886 retracement from lows to highs. So if you're looking for any setup, I don't know what to tell you, man. This is the holy grail on TA. I'm telling you, this could even do this and it'll still be incredible. But I'm thinking it's gonna start going up into 2025. That's what I'm looking for. But if we get this, I'm not gonna get pissed because let's think that, for example, others outperform BTC, but then BTC breaks all-time highs, start running, goes into a parabolic expansion. Then we have a second bottom, and that's when you get the ultimate altcoin season. After BTC, it's above 80K. So that could happen, yes. Would this invalidate the setup? No. Am I playing the setup as this is not gonna happen? Yes. So rejoice, man. Monthly highs for others BTC on the daily candle close, up 1% today. Altcoin outperforming BTC, and if we're able to get a close above the high of August 24, you will be confirming this as a double bottom also. So pretty epic. Okay, let's take a look at some other coins. They're really pumping out of the gate today. I want to share with you guys, since you're loyal and you're here today, I want to share with you guys the R setups that I've been taking a look at the 3-day time frame. TIA also had that Bollinger Band compression. Look at this, trying to break out, starting to expand. Bullish divergence into positive momentum being built on the MACD histogram. 0 BTC, somewhat compressed. You don't have that much data on the Bollinger Bands in order to be that compressed, but it's a brand new coin, so might do well, and it doesn't have any unlocks until like June of next year, so might be safe-ful. Ordi BTC also crazy compressed. This is a fully diluted coin, doesn't have any unlocks, 100% diluted value here. Bullish divergence into positive momentum on the MACD histogram, plus Bollinger Band compression here at somewhat an important support. So looks cool. Camino against BTC already started playing out, compression, the Bollinger Bands. I didn't have any kind of divergence here on the MACD histogram because it's a brand new coin, but it looks really strong nonetheless. Injective, somewhat similar, bullish divergence into strong positive momentum being put on the chart. You're back above this inflection zone here from history from 2021 and this cycle around 2. So what do you want me to say, man? You also have somewhat of a falling wedge here that you broke out of. Really cute. So we're just checking some utility coins right now. Because WIF has been the best performer today. At least the best off-chain performer on today. Let's take a look at some other coins, because why not? CK Sync, it's up 6%, going for the highest daily candle close since August 1st. It's decent. The thing that I have with layer 2s though, it's that there's too many of them. There are like 8 layer 2s and they are all the same, you know. I don't see too much of a novel on layer 2s, but they might do well if Ethereum drags them up, you know. But having way too many layer 2s, I would focus on the new ones such as CK Sync. I don't know how Blast not doing that great, because you're going for the highest daily candle close since August 1st, and what's Blast doing? Not even that, you know. Let's check out some more ETH beta. Pendo's been trading real well today, going for a for a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, your highest daily candle close since July 21st. 70-point level on the RSI, so you're in the bullish control zone, just really close to being overbought, printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram, and you're approaching, you're zeroing in to hopefully reclaim the 200 moving average here that you lost on July. So it's just cool price action overall. Jupiter up 10% today. My God, going for the highest daily candle close since August 24. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. 65-point level on the RSI. So you're in the bullish control zone for Jupe. Let's see how the 3-day looks. Looks pretty cool. Getting compressed on volatility here. Radium also up 7%. So whenever Solana pumps, this likely will pump harder than Solana. And if Solana dumps, it will be the other way around. My God. Let's check out my altcoin watch list. See what's going on. Take a look at some good gainers. CHR up 6.5% today. Approaching resistance here. This inflection zone from 2021, 2022. Going for your highest daily candle close since August 26. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram and reclaiming the bullish control zone on the 61 level on the RSI. SUI having a massive day today. It's up 13.4%, going for your highest daily candle close on SUI since April 1st. You're really overbought on the RSI here. You're on the 83-point level on the RSI, printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Actually, all-time highs on positive momentum on SUI on the daily. So really, really popping off today with massive volume on Binance. You actually saw, I think, all-time highs on volume here just a few days ago. So if you get any kind of pullback here on SUI, I think they're for buying. Let's see if we get any though. Let's check out some AI coins. WorldCoin, going for your highest daily candle close since August 25th. 63 on the RSI, printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You're up 6.2%. Check out Pepe. Axe is up 6.6%. Looks like the meme coins are back too. Going for your highest daily candle close since August 25th. just looks like the whole market's sending, man. They definitely held this bottom here that was manufactured on early this year, March through April, with a bullish engulfing here. I mean, with bullish divergence here, you have a lower low in price and a higher low in the MACD histogram, which implied sellers exhaustion. Buyers stepped in, started building strong positive momentum, and they kept the momentum going until also today. So cool for Pepe, man. What else can we take a look at? Chat that I might not be. So take a look at this. Aves down 3%, of course, after this humongous run into resistance. It's at the $170 resistance from history, this inflection zone from 2021. Maybe it's gonna take a little bit of time to break, but when you get that kind of sometimes some coins move like in tandem. For example, maybe if ETH starts going again, then Aave is gonna keep going too, and then when ETH pauses, then Solana is gonna pump. What's good, 2D? We'll check Ondo. I couldn't read your first comment, so I had to look for it. Apparently you were saying shaking my head. Okay, so that's Aave, when Ethereum keeps going, maybe this will continue to pump. Hold on one second. I have to open up the comments around here because I want to see the reason why you're unsubscribing, man. But I think I know who you are. I love you too, 2D. So yeah, that's the thing with strong coins like Aave. You've run from the lows, you're up 140%. So, and you're staring at the abyss here to the upside. It's pretty much air here. So just insane price action above us if it's able to break out. Let's take a look at Ondo. What's good, Sev? Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to the RV Discord boys. We're pretty loyal and tune into my stream. I really appreciate it. Now we're gonna take a look at Ondo. Ondo to Akando. It's up 6.66%. Is this a signal, chat? I don't know. It might be. But Ondo having a really good day today, going for your highest daily candle close since August 10. Quite a gainer today. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. 67 level on the RSI, so you're in the bullish control zone and you're not overbought as of yet. And you reclaimed here the 70 cent level from this consolidation from May. Your next logical resistance will be 84 cents above here. And if you're able to break 84 cents, I'm guessing the 200 moving average might present some kind of deal over here when you go against it. But then you're targeting $1.10 and then $1.24 if you're able to flip 84 cents, in my opinion. And on the 3-day time frame, you're printing strong positive momentum after a serious drought of positive momo here. You built negative momentum. I think it was for like 90 days here. Yeah, 93, 90 days of negative momentum on the MACD histogram. Now flipping green, 51 level on the RSI on the 3-day. So neutral on the 3-day, but this was a really strong coin on Q1 and Q2. So they might run it back up again. I'm not in Ondo personally, but just having a great day, man. But the thing is that there are some more stronger coins for sure. For example, I think say it's like around here, closing like on the highest daily candle close since like August 1st or something. But you'll get, I'm guessing if we get positive price action going forward into Q4, I think that you'll get some altcoins tandem moves, you know, like one day Onda's gonna pump, then the other day Sui's gonna pump, and then Onda's gonna chill out. And if you're able to excuse me, if you're able to catch those rotations, then you're gonna print bank, man. Ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. So I'm not a fan of the technicals here, but it's just decent. You're above 9 cents, you know, here. Your next logical area will be 10 cents. But the thing is that everyone pumped SPX 6900 like the Jesus. Look at the performance of this asset. And maybe this is the catch-up trade, you know, because both of them are like Ethereum, all meme coins from 2023, ETH mainnet, whatever. Ticker Bitcoin, I think it's even before. Yeah, it's a little bit older than SPX 6900. But my point is that maybe Ticker Bitcoin catch-ups to what SPX is doing here. I see it somewhat of some kind of beta to SPX 6900. Yeah, we'll check out Athena for sure. I didn't look at it, but it's up 14%. Wow, nice. So ENA going for your highest daily candle close since August 25th. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Actually, your highest positive Momo here on the MACD since July 23rd. And you are on the 67 level on the RSI. So you're deep on the bullish control zone on this oscillator. This implies that buyers are in control of this ticker. More likely than not, any pullbacks, they'll try to run it back up since the bulls are in control above 60 points, and you're on the highest reading of the RSI ever. You're on all-time highs for the RSI on Athena since it launched. So that might be great. Look at the performance of ENA since it launched. You know, it's been pretty pathetic. It did like a 2x from TGE or something, or not even a 2x. Almost did, you know. And then just bled, you know, for the rest of the year. It launched on April. I got an airdrop of it. And then look at this, man. It's just wacky price action for the 2024 alleged Luna play, you know. Everyone was calling for Athena to be the next Terra Luna, whatever, because of the delta neutral mechanism that it has. But man, since everything is somewhat bottoming and others BTC looks so good, I think that Athena might be time to shine, especially if you're having somewhat of an impulse on Ethereum. Since this is somewhat of a ETH beta play. Bollinger Bands look reasonably compressed on the 3-day. And on the daily, yeah, you were compressed and you're just expanding, riding the Bollinger Bands into the upside. This is really bullish. With this in volume too, you're actually on Binance. You're on the highest volume reading since the bottom here, since August 5th, and since then since May. So decent volume for Athena here. My cups on some Athena. What else, bros? Oh my god. PopCat is up 10%. I missed this play so hard. I talked about it on stream. I drew this ascending Browning wedge here. This is a really bullish setup. You know, it implies that this is an asset that has a lot of demand, but the market has a bearish bias on it. So although there is a composite operator on a buying campaign here, the market doesn't have somewhat of a bullish bias towards it yet. But this will lead into a crazy rally, in my opinion. Look at what Punky did here. So on PopCat, you're like somewhere around here, you know? You might be doing something like this, ascending Browning wedge, and then when you break out, it's just a really nice impulse to the upside. So I can show you another example here on BTC, I think. Where do you have all my drawings? Oh, here. So look at this. This is ascending Browning wedge on BTC here. 2020, Q4 2020. And you were just ping-ponging here with the ascending Browning wedge, and then you started rallying, breakout into a blow of local top, reaccumulate it, and then continue it on a crazy run. So I missed PopCat because I was on vacation. I didn't buy any, but I will still buy now because I think it's correlated to the rest of the market, and whatever the market does, I think PopCat's gonna follow. And if I'm bullish on the market, I think that PopCat might be a great performer. Actually, we had all-time highs today. It's going for the highest daily candle close in its history with a 10% gain today. I don't know what to tell you, man. You're overbought on the RSI though. You're on the 74 level on the RSI, printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram, and your next logical resistance will be the upper side here of this ascending Browning wedge at around $1.30. So maybe it does the old Punky playbook here, you know, goes for a tap, then recumulates a little bit, and then the explosive move higher. But I'm not fading PopCat, man. That's just a crazy strength. Mumu up 13%, filling the wick from yesterday, going for the highest daily candle close since August 25th. My God, these memes are strong, man. They're pretty reflexive. I think they're coins that have ran the hardest since the market bottom. Look at PopCat, where it is right now from the early September lows. Look at this. 100% gain. I think Aave, I don't think even Aave, like on this month, I think PopCat has a better ROI on the monthly than Aave. And Aave with Sui has been one of the greatest performers lately. So thoughts on Whiff? Yeah, I think the hat stays on, man. I'll show you why. Well, yeah, here in the daily, you can see here we broke resistance, diagonal resistance, normally lined. You're back above $2 and back above $1.84. This is inflection zone from the past. But what I do want to show you here is not against the USD pair. Because if we can all agree that memes are going to stay and going to be a great performer of this cycle, which is somewhat obvious to this point. Although you do have utility pumping now, I think that some memes will outperform anyway. I'll show you why I think the hat will stay on. This is a whiff against Pepe here. XMR, is it Monero? And ATF, do you mean high time frame, right? So this is whiff against Pepe, man. This is why I think the hat will stay on. Pepe was the best performer, one of the best performers of Q2, and since then, whiff bottom it as bottom against Pepe and is going for the highest daily candle close since June 4. No one's talking about this, you know. Steady uptrend, you know, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows on the 3-day here. So going with also a bullish expansion on the Bollinger Bands here. They were compressed and now you're pushing to the upside. So I think the whiff might be a ridiculous performer, although it's like a huge cap, you know, it's a large cap meme. I think it'll drive a lot of soul memes even higher because that's going to be performing well and it's going to drag up a lot of soul memes, especially when you see this kind of setup here on whiff against Pepe. Maybe goes into resistance and fails, who knows? But I like what this bottoming structure it's been putting on here down at the bottoming. Okay, let's check out Monero. I've never charted this asset, so I don't know what I'm gonna find. Actually got the listed on Binance, so maybe Finex. Okay, Kraken has enough data, I think. Does it? No. Okay, gotta go with Bitfinex. All right. This is a wild chart, man. Although I do have to point out that it barely had an all-time high on the previous cycle regarding the all-time high from 2018. So I'm not too excited on it for maybe having a crazy run this time around, but let's check out check it out either way. So first I want to check out some levels here on the daily time frame. Some strong inflection zones from history. That's real. Right here. Also here for sure. Okay, so that's to the upside and to the downside. Yeah, it's an insane chart. Let's see some levels to the yeah, I think at around here. Something like that. Okay, so Monero today, it's red, it's down 1.4%. You went against resistance again here. You didn't tap 180, but you went really close. And the thing is that you're putting a lower high regarding this previous high. This is not confirmed yet, but you have a high here, and this is a potential lower high. So that can imply that less market participants are on this market rather than June, for example. You are above the 200 moving average, so that's really decent. What you do want to see is to get a higher low regarding this low from here. Maybe you get somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders, you know, left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder there into a reversal pattern. But unless I want to see it reclaim 180 to 190 bucks, and then the party's on, in my opinion, for Monero. Because if this was, for example, an AI coin or a meme coin, I could like speculate further that maybe market participants will come here and bid it. But since it's not like the flavor of the market right now, I would go more with technicals, you know, to dictate what I should do. So I will wait for the 180 to 190 bucks flip, man. That's what I would do if you were looking for long. I will wait for something like this, maybe, you know, because if you're below 180 to 190 bucks, I'm not that interested. You see, you can fall back down, chop, you know, do whatever shenanigans, you know. So I wanted to see above this level. If you ask me about Monero, man, because look what you've tested this level of support so many times, even 2018, 2021, 2022, and you also regarded it as resistance a bunch of times too. Here, 2022, 2023, 2024. So I'm not down on just eternal sideways here on Monero, you know. Because if you don't get a breakout, maybe you could even deviate. But if you don't get a breakout, you could do whatever, you know. So give me 100, give me 190, 100, 180, maybe a retest, and I'll get excited for it. And on the 3-day, man, you had somewhat of a tweezer top here. A bearish engulfing candle got confirmed yesterday with somewhat looks like a tweezer top here, equal wicks to the upside, and now you're catching follow through. So you'll have we'll have to check this on Thursday to see if it closes like this, you know, if it closes red, I wouldn't touch it. All right. So let's see what else. So this is your meme coin against utility on Solana index. This is WEF plus Bonk plus Punky against Radium, Jupiter, and Jito, equally weighted. You're going for the highest daily candle close since July 26. You're above the 200 moving average. This small line that you see here is the freshly created 200 moving average that you're above it. So apparently meme coins against utility have somewhat bottom here on Solana, at least. It's been trending higher, you know, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So printing strong positive momentum once again, 63-point level on the RSIs here in the bullish control zone. So this indicates me that maybe memes might continue to outperform utility on Solana. Yeah, I wouldn't say that every meme is mooning, you know. There's a few that are not, but definitely meme coins are back to outperforming. Unless some selected altcoins, you know, like Aave, Aave, Sui, today Say, yesterday Tia, stuff like that. But if you had to aggregate shit, man, there's nothing that looks like Punky right now. Tell me what coin it's on all-time high. That's not on Pump Fun, you know? Popcat's going for the highest daily candle close ever. Oh yeah, I know Render. I used to chart it back in the day, but they took away my chart. Does like Binance have it? I don't know. I used to have like a really nice chart of Render on Binance, but they took it for, maybe they do have it on BTC. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So this is Render against BTC. As you can see here, it has an ascending Browning wedge. Oh, it's called Render. Yeah, that's why. So I was trading Render in Q1 at significant strength against the market. It had this ascending Browning wedge, just like Popcat does, you know. This is the same trade setup. And when we lost the bottom of the ascending Browning wedge, I just sold it and went into something else. But now I want to see it against BTC because we know that we want to outperform BTC. So yesterday you had the highest 3-day close since July 20. You're back above the 200 moving average on the 3-day time frame, so that's pretty cool. You're printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You were compressed on the Bollinger Bands, and you're now starting to expand to the upside. So that's pretty cool. And if you go for like a macro trend analysis, you could argue that you're still on an uptrend. Like this high is higher than this whole high. And the thing is that you lost this highs from February. So you lost like the yearly open here when you have coins that held here, you know. So I think there's some other coins that look stronger right now. For example, MOG. Do I have MOG here? I'm gonna pull up MOG. Oh my god. Where can I chart MOG, man? Okay. So for example, MOG here. Look at this low. Equal lows as of June, you know, and higher lows than April and May. So this implies strength. You know, people came in and shoved, and they didn't take out this low from here. It actually was an equal low. So what I'm trying to say with render, you're sick. Yeah, man, I just submitted to it a while ago. I've been I'm on utility coins right now, but I've been trading animal coins then pretty much the last 2 quarters. So I've been all in on animal coins on from time to time. So I just submit to it, you know. I just try to see what's stronger and just let the market decide, you know. But my point with render is that you went all the way down here to carve out the bottom. Something like WorldCoin did, you know. WorldCoin looks great right now. Everything looks great. You could argue that. But WorldCoin even took out the yearly open down here. Render somewhat like stay a little bit below it. So I'm trying to look for shit that looks like they held the lows, you know. Like people who bought here were not underwater. That this implies demand for me. That you didn't create a lower low on a macro time frame. So that's what I'm saying, man. On BTC you took out the lows, on the USD pair you did not. So it looks a little bit better on the USD pair. This is if you trade above the highs of August 26, if you get back above $6.57, then you will be confirming this as a double bottom technically. And you do have some kind of levels here from history. Let's check them out, because why not? I bet these levels are real. I'm not even looking right, but I'm sure. Yeah. So you can see how the price market participants regard them as support and as resistance. So next logical resistance will be $6.66, and if you get back above it, $7.45 and $8 ultimately where you would reach the 200 moving average. So yeah, crazy day overall. It's nice to see this and not just red and fought on the timeline and people fighting each other, you know. So BTC will be going for your highest daily candle close in 4 minutes since August 1st, breaking the 200 moving average, also breaking this resistance here of 63.5k. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. Remember to like the stream on your way out. I go live every day at 6:30 Eastern time, 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. And I really appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks